So, since my last video, Japan has been rocked by earthquakes and destroyed by tsunamis. Their earthquake was an 8.9. God damn it. Even their earthquakes score higher than ours. I told that joke on Twitter, and I got a mostly positive reaction, but some people were a little bit more touchy. Some people said, "Ah! Too soon! How dare you! I normally like your jokes, but not today! You can't joke about a natural disaster the same fucking day it happens. It's just wrong." And then someone else was like, "You're a fucking asshole! You're an asshole, sir! How dare you compound the grief of the Japanese by making a careless joke on Twitter? Their homes were destroyed. All their spirits are hanging there by a thread, and your careless joke was the scissors that cut that thread, sending them plunging down into an abyss of desperation and emptiness. That was you, man! Fucking you." I never get the too soon thing. Like, there's this huge disaster, and somehow my joke inspires more outrage in certain people than the actual disaster. And you know, the worst thing about this whole disaster, well, the second worst thing aside from, you know, the disaster itself, is the fact that you know that Christians are going to start talking about how this is God's punishment. God has passed judgment upon the Japanese. And then, the same Christians will talk about how we need to pray for Japan. Well, you know, if God was the one that fucked them up, I don't think he's going to care about our prayers. I mean, that's like, oh my God, Jeffrey Dahmer just killed like 19 people. We gotta pray to Jeffrey Dahmer for their souls. That make any sense to you guys? Don't make no fucking sense to me. And you know what Bill O'Reilly said, right? You know, tide goes in, tide goes out, never a miscommunication. Well, Bill, I think I found a miscommunication. The tide went in, and it never came back out. Or when it did come back out, it took all of the houses of the Japanese with it. The poor fucking Japanese. First Hiroshima, then this shit. God really does hate those motherfuckers.
Tide goes in, tide goes out. Never a miscommunication. You can't explain that. And I know I'm not the smartest guy in town.